Hey there, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a legal document inside Pro Content Builder. So let's first start by adding a section, and then let's use a headline element. So let's first choose a paragraph tag for the headline. Although this is a headline element, you can choose what tag to use. So this essentially is a paragraph. So we just number this. This is the first one, so let's number this as 1. This will have subparts. So what you need to do next is to duplicate this headline. So duplicate this by right clicking and clicking the duplicate option here in the context menu, or you can use the duplicate button here, or you can use the shortcut. So next, let's this headline is a sub part of the first. So this is 1.1, and or sorry, let's just move this to the top. So this one, this subheadline should be indented, so you can use margin for that, the left margin. So first you need to unlink, because otherwise it would look like this. So Control Z, unlink, and then just set the left margin like this. If you want top margin, um, maybe add here like that, and then you can keep on duplicating this, but you can actually save this as a preset. So this one is, say, an indented style. So indent, save that. So what we actually did was, if say you added a fresh headline here, you can apply the indented style. So here you apply preset, indented, and apply. So replace content, maybe yes for this case. So the content was overridden. So just set this to 1.2, and just keep on duplicating this and entering text. But what now if you need to edit the indent space? So let's first edit the indent space here, left, let's say should be 1.5. So how can we apply this to the rest of the headline? So let's first save this as a preset. Let's overwrite the previous style that we did. So just name it the same as the previous, and it will be overridden. So it would be tedious to apply the preset to each of these headline, but luckily the Pro has or Cornerstone, or the builder has the option to copy, and then you can right click on the column here, and you can paste the headline, but this would overwrite the first headline like that. So let's undo this first, undo that, and let's move this headline to a new column. So let's create a new column. It The rows setup is actually two columns. Let's make it one column. So go to layout and add a new column. So move this column here at the top. Show two columns again. So, or sorry, this is actually a classic column. That's why um, deleted the. If you use two columns inside a classic column, it would be 50% each of them. So you'll see two columns side by side. So let's actually create a new section here. This one is still classic, so let's see the setting. The page, oh sorry, it's under the preferences. I'm in the page settings. Let's edit the content layout element, and let's use row. You should use the new row. So let's close this, and then let's actually create a new section. So this now will use single or whatever columns you make or you add here. It will just stack and not be divided like the classic row. So let's first move the headlines. Remember, you can't use columns, so you can drag here. So you need to drag the first headline here in the first column, and the rest of the headlines inside the second column of the new row. So there, let's delete the first section, and here first column row. So let's see the margin spacing, all 0. So let's see what is causing the space. Let's fix the spacing first. Maybe set this to 1. Or maybe let's solve that later. So what we did here was set the or edited the left margin. So let's do that again. Say you want it back to 1 em. So what we can do here is copy the style of this headline that we edited. So you just right click on the column here and just paste the headline style, and you see that it was applied to all of the headlines inside the column. So last thing that we can do here is investigate what's causing the space. So investigation is should be done by a developer here. So let's inspect this. It's prime or a paragraph tag. Okay, so the column here is like having a margin. So let's see. Margin 0. So what's causing that is the gap of the row. So let's maybe set that to 0. And there. So you can either use this to space out elements. Remember, this is a row setting. Or you could use the margins of the element or individual elements. So say let's set this to 0.5. So there we achieve the sort of legal document layout. So hope that helps.